Do you see any wind anywhere? You will in a second. Do you see any fans anywhere? I think you probably don't. Okay? See, that's blowing now. Right? Take a look. Coming from this way. Okay? This is where that wind's coming from right now. Do you see any fans? No. Okay? Remember I told you what was going to happen here. See this? I'm doing it first person now. Look. There are no fans. I'm getting ready to put this tripod down in. So that way you can see this portion of things. Let me back this up just a little bit. Well, there's too much of this going on. Crap, I have to move it forward and lose some of the, we'll put that much of it anyway. Okay. Saw no wind out there. There was no wind in the environment. The only times that it was moving was when I was moving it. Take a look. Now all of a sudden it's active. Beforehand where there was no wind. All that time I showed you there were no fans. Then I walked you around this and showed you that there were no fans. Then I took the camera and I did a first person view so you could see me move this stuff right here. Where's all the wind now? Where's all that wind now? Right where I want it to be, actually, and when I want it to be. Isn't that something? Now, if you think there is a fan on this planet that can sit and move something like this at that controlled of a pace, I would like to know what kind of a fan can do it. What kind of one can sit there and take things and move it like this in little teeny increments? Especially after making all that wind go nuts when I was wanting to a second ago. What fan in the world does that? Boy, it would have to be a really touch-sensitive fan, wouldn't it? intricate way that this whole universe operates, to be able to do it like, oh, he made this little teeny thing happen there, like that. But the reason why he made it happen, because he knew that the wind was going to stop right there on that spot. Oh, and he knew he can feel the wind coming, so he can make that wind just barely turn that around. He can make that wind just come up whenever he wants, or the fan is able to go in those increments, blast all the way up as fast as he wants, right? Or then all of a sudden, just magically start waving it in and out like this, because a fan knows how to do that. The fan has that much control, right? Or remote control. So that was the other thing, remote control. Well, in some ways you're right about that. In some ways, what I'm doing is remote control. Watch. It's just that the controls are a little bit different than what you're used to. So yeah, in fact, it is kind of like a joystick. To that degree, I'll give you that credit. But I tell you what, it's not on anyone's little keyboard. It's not on any sort of an actual like remote control that you get for a TV. It ain't a joystick. Okay? It amazes me the things that people can convince themselves and the lies that they will tell themselves. And believe me, I get it. I understand. There's a lot of people out there that are using AI now. There's a lot of people out there, well, they don't even use AI, they're just really good at CGI, computer graphics. This ain't CGI, this ain't computer graphics. I'm really underneath this. This is no green screen. Okay? This is the real deal. I'm doing this for real. And let me explain it real quick so you can really understand. Because a lot of people will sit there and say, I'm claiming to have magical powers. Science admits the human body gives off an electromagnetic field, a bioelectric field. That bioelectric field interacts with the bioelectric field of everything else, including the Earth's bioelectrical field. Okay? When electrons hit each other, they create energy, wind. That is literally what wind is. That's how wind goes around the environment and does what it does. It's because there's little collisions going on out there everywhere. And when they hit, they create electricity. So anytime that my bioelectrical field interacts with, say, this bioelectrical field, I can project how much of it I want out. And when I project what I want out to a certain degree, the universe, because it has energy that just was created right on the spot, more like enacted, activated on the spot, not created, because energy can't be created nor destroyed. But what happens is, those two things hit each other like this, and electricity is created. It's bioelectricity. This is not magic. This is just straight up. Your heart beats like that. And as it does, you got blood shooting through your body, oxygen shooting through that blood, okay? And the better and more clean that it is, the more pure of the signal your bioelectrical field is, and it pushes that field out. And then you can use that bioelectrical field to project it into other things. And that's what allows you the idea that you can work with other objects. So not only am I working with, like, say, the universe and playing with its electrical field, okay, but objects, all right, because they have magnetic fields too. It's magnetism. Some guy argued with me the other day that magnetism was just about magnets, and I just couldn't believe it. Nikola Tesla would be drowning right now in his grave. Trust me when I say that. Hearing someone say that. Magnetism isn't all about magnets, but your body does act as a magnet. So if I do something like this and open up my electromagnetic field, I magnetize electricity to me. Just like that. Once the buffering process